What's going on, folks? So I just had a meeting with a young friend of mine. We started as like a mentor-mentee relationship because he's like the age of my one of my sons, but then after a while I said, you know what, I think it would just be better if we're just friends, because sometimes that formality kind of gets in the way of just just sharing and just being open. It's like, mentor mentee, that means it's all about advice in one way sometimes, but as friendship, even though he's a young guy, it's more reciprocal. We learn from each other. We get to talk about all kinds of different things. He could tell me about his challenges. I could share with him some of mine, and it's, to me it's more authentic, and I like that. And so anyway, we talked about what we're going to be doing for the future. Like, he's going to be starting his own business, and to help nonprofits. He wants to come alongside with them and do some things to support them. And I started sharing with him what I wanted to do, what I want to do for my future, because I'm maybe about 5, maybe 6 years away from retirement, but I'm only going to be like in my mid 50s, and I'm going to have energy to do something, and I want to give back. I want to give back to young people. I was telling them, people around in their, coming out of high school or their early 20s, to help them, transition from where they're at into adulthood, into their future, and maybe help them see something better about themselves. I feel like that's my field, if you will. Those are my people that I need to reach out to. So I wanted to share that with you too. And kind of also remind everybody about, what it means to follow your truth. This is kind of like a follow-up to that video I just posted, or about a week ago or so, about, just be you, because that's your truth. That's what you know. And I was watching this video just recently about this guy said that truth doesn't change whether you believe it or not. Truth doesn't change whether you like it or not. And I was thinking, that's so true, and one of the things I know to be true is that God is love. Let that sink in a little bit. What does that mean? Because most of us have experienced some level of love, whether from a parent, with a sibling, with a friend, with a child, maybe another relative. Most of us inherently know what it means to love, to be in love, to fall in love even. And we think it's just an emotion that's just triggered by, chemical reactions in our body and in our brain. But that's not true. Love extends beyond that. We love people that are gone, that we get no chemical reaction from, but we still love them. When we think about them and talk about them, we feel love in our heart for that person. So I want you to know that there's a truth bigger than you can even imagine, if you've never even thought about. And it's something that kind of drives me to keep doing the things that I do, to post, to write, to share with you. And I pray that you discover it, whether it's through what I do or some other person. But just know that there's a truth so big, so huge, that if you can open your eyes to it and start to feel it, it'll change everything about the way you live your life, the way you think, the way you speak, and the things that you do. All right, I hope that helps. If you have any questions about what I just shared, DM me. I'm happy to go back and forth with you and talk it out. All right.